Now I'm going to keep this intro short because I want to show you all the setups that we can do with Breach when pushing A or B site on the map of Bind. Hopefully you guys haven't been mad at me for not posting for 3 weeks, but I promise you I'll make it up. I had a lot of responsibilities that I had to do because I am taking a class right now for programming, so hopefully please forgive me. Without further ado, let's get started. Hopefully you guys like it and click that subscribe button. So let's first take a look at how you can entry out of showers when you're pushing A site. Now again, first thing you got to look at is I already have control of showers, so make sure you're working with a teammate to be able to take control of that. You're going to be right in this corner before you peek out into sight. All you want to do is move as close as you can, and you're going to throw a flash at this corner right over here. Essentially that's going to flash anybody that's close to you. It's going to blind anybody in that corner hookah or U-Haul, sorry, and then anybody holding it too wide, and someone watching you from CT right over here. It's gonna flash everybody that I just pointed out in those angles. Now after you've thrown that first flash, obviously you're gonna want to push out. The second flash should come out of this box right here, right behind it, in this corner right over here. So what you're gonna do is the second you peek out and you can see that box, you're gonna throw it specifically at this corner so that it comes out at this corner right here. What that's going to do is essentially block basically everybody behind the site, right? So if someone's holding this corner, someone's behind triple, someone's behind a truck, or even just kind of pushing out of a CT spawn right over here. So again, you flash the people the first time who's playing in the back, and you flash them a second time to give you another extra set of 3 seconds to push out and clear the back site. Now when we're looking at how you're going to push with Breach through A short right over here, first thing you got to make sure is that you have control at least of this front across from you on A short. You're going to throw the flash kind of right on top of this corner right here of in front of U-Haul. When you throw that flash, it's actually going to blind someone in this corner in Cubby, whoever's holding kind of close in this corner in front of U-Haul. Also anybody from behind triple kind of watching right here, because it's going to come out right over there. Essentially you're kind of clearing every corner that's watching A short. You do have to make sure you're watching this corner right here. It's not going to block it, so either ask a teammate to smoke or make sure you're aiming at this corner. And no one's going to be blinded from bench unless they're really way out here, so make sure you're also warning your teammates that they're not going to be blinded if they're holding this angle. Now after you've thrown that first flash and that chaos has ensued, your duelists are pushing, you're pushing, the second flash that you're going to throw the second you come out, before your teammates even cross kind of this stairs and come down, you need to throw this flash so that it comes out right at the exit, right on top of the exit on the back of U-Haul. So when that flash comes out, it's going to come out right here. Now again, we can't really clear these corners because they're not blinded, only one person, but when we throw this flash, anybody holding these corners right here kind of outside of showers are going to be blinded. So if you have teammates splitting and pushing showers, make sure that on that second flash you tell them, hey, like, they're blinded now, you can push out and clear these corners. Also, that flash is basically going to flash everybody that's playing the backside of here. So if you don't have any smokes here, they really have no way of running unless they're peeking you from here and here. People behind the triple is going to be blinded. People holding you from CT looking into showers are going to be blinded. So everyone that's going to be playing on the back of site, holding these angles anywhere in the back of site, will be blinded. So that kind of compensates for the first flash that only blinds kind of the front of A short. Now obviously after I've shown you all the flashes for the A site, obviously you're going to be really skeptical. How can these flash actually cover all the angles that I'm talking about? So for the next 10 seconds, 20 seconds, let's take a look at all the angles that these flashes will cover. Alright, now that we've done for the A side, now we do it for B side, starting with Hookah. There should only be throwing one flash here just because you can throw a cam, you can throw a drone, you can throw a Roomba, you can easily clear Hookah. What you can do is essentially step right here, and then if you look at the minimap, it's going to be coming out of this box right over here at the side of that box. So what that does is if you line it up, essentially it's going to come out right here, right, as you've seen. So anybody holding this corner is going to be blinded. This corner, anybody holding a tight crack right here, if they're opping, will be blinded. Also, if you look at sight, if they're holding an off angle right over here and right over here, they will also be blinded. And anybody kind of moving right over here at the back of sight will also be blinded. So we're not just clearing hookah, we're clearing people watching inside of hookah. Now this is under the impression, again, all the flashes, I don't think I've mentioned it yet, all the flashes that I show you, this is under the impression that your teammate, whoever your smoker is throwing those default smokes that you would normally throw. So CT right here, elbow right here, heaven on A, CT maybe right here, or maybe kind of on the side of triple, either left or right. So we're under that assumption, and we're clearing other angles that are not normally blocked by these smokes. So again, the flashes right here is going to be clearing hookah and anybody that's going to be watching inside of hookah as you enter through it. Now after we've taken control of hookah, obviously everyone that's going to be flashed is just going to move away, but it's not safe to jump out yet. So just before your teammates jump out, you're going to throw your flash somewhere right here in this corner. So you aim your reticle, your crosshair right here, and you want to aim for the flash to come out at this corner right over here, right? So if I'm going to throw this out, it's going to come out right here in this corner. So the idea is that anybody holding a wide angle right here will be blinded by that. Anybody on the back sight waiting for you to drop will be blinded because you can see it from here. Anybody watching from backside looking at B long is also going to be blinded. No one is going to be blinded from tube, obviously. And the greatest part is that here, you see this corner right here, or on top of this, anybody holding B long in this tight right or tight left corner right over here will also be blinded because the flash is going to come out at this corner. So you're essentially clearing every entry point of sight. This might be a little tricky right here, but they can be blinded as long as you throw it properly. They will be blinded. Anybody under the tube or under the window might not be blinded because maybe they're just looking down, waiting up, looking right here in the opposite direction. So you can't always count on that. But again, that's an easy peek. You should always look under the window anyway when you're throwing it out. So any other angles that are watching you as you jump out will be blinded. Now pushing through B long is also now relatively hard. Again, make sure you have control of B long. No one's looking out for you, so drone it out, use a cam, maybe you use a duelist flasher, whatever it might be, as long as you have control of this. The first flash you're going to throw, this is a no-brainer. You have to throw this so that anybody watching kind of this long angle across from you with an op, with a vandal, they need to move away, right? Either back into cubby, back into sight. And if you flash this, there's also going to be someone that possibly will be playing octagon, so you can always easily clear that. Now once that prerequisite is done, all you got to do now is push onto sight, and the flash that you're going to throw is basically on top of these arches right over here. It doesn't matter where you throw it as long as you know that it's coming out of these angle right here on top of the arch. So again, we're clearing the angle right here close outside of octagon, just outside when you exit or push through sight. So right over here, they're going to see it also on top right over here, or possibly if they're holding a weird off angle right over here. Now if someone's back of sight watching you again, the flash is going to come out right here. They're also going to be still blinded. If they're watching hookah instead, they're still going to be blinded, even though you're not going to know that, but you're technically helping your teammates inside of hookah. If they're holding it a bit too wide right over here, it will be blinded, but I won't count on that. But again, this is just to initially make sure you're watching and clearing every corner right over here. Well, that essentially does it for this video. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed because I really spent the time to be able to research and theorycraft basically all the flashpoints that I am showing you today, because again, I like to make my own guides. I don't like to rely on blitz.gg or any other guides to tell me where to throw the flashes, because I think the more you play the game, you have more understanding of where players are, so you know where you want to be able to flash a corner. So I really spent the time here. I know I haven't made a lot of videos basically in the past 3 weeks. So again, since I have an off day for 3 days and I don't really have a lot of commitment with school because I'm actually taking a programming course, basically I will be making hopefully 5 videos in a row, basically in 5 days, and I will just be recording and editing, and kind of make up for the time of missing those videos. So hopefully you guys wait for those and look for it, and I appreciate it. Again, if you like the video, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and please a big subscribe red button right there. We actually just hit 900 subscribers, so that is pretty lit. Thank you so much. We're now trying to gun for that 1,000 subscribers because that's a really big milestone. Hopefully you guys help me, and if you want to help me extra, go and click that Twitch channel right below. I'm almost at 100 followers, so if you haven't followed me and if you want to see me stream sometime in the future, please give that link a follow. Click a follow, leave a like, and then I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video, which is basically going to be the next day. Hope you guys are tuning in. Have a good one.